So as you can see here, guys, we're going to be dropping in the area of the Cimeto River. Our task is to take the bridge and the surrounding area and hold it until we get reinforcements. We're going to be flying in at 22 hours, which should put you in the area shortly after midnight. So it's going to be nice and dark out here. I hope that's not going to be too much of an issue. As you can see here, we've got to try and grab... Well, it looks like Outpost 2 is already on our... or under our control, I should say. I'm going to get just a little bit closer here. Take a look at our units. So it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, we've got this area under our control. These are our paras right here. Sergeant Howard with the engineer squad. We've got Corporal Vasey, and also some men over here who have just arrived, Sergeant Moorhead, etc. So the goal here is going to be to take that bridge and hold on to it, and of course take the other side of the bridge, where the Germans are sure to eventually send forces. So I've got a pretty good idea of how I'm going to approach this. I hope that the enemy doesn't start attacking right away, but I want to grab Corporal Atkins over here, and we want to immediately start moving into location. In terms of placement, I'm fine with this. I just want to go ahead and start giving orders. We are simply going to move to Outpost 1, this heavy building. Over here at Outpost 2, again, we do need to hold the area, but I quite like the fact that we've got a sharpshooter up there on the hill. I'm hoping that's going to be useful to us. For now, I'm going to have Sergeant Walker run to that heavy building. Let's go ahead and grab Sergeant Moorhead and these men over here, these officers, and we're going to run over here to Outpost 2. As for the men in this area near the town, I think we'll bring this group back over here, Sergeant Howard. But that's going to be about it. And if I'm not mistaken, we've got some German infantry here already. So we're going to have to engage right now with Sergeant Howard. It looks like we've got Lieutenant Curling over here at the platoon HQ. So you know what? I'm actually going to take the sharpshooter. Looks like that position is blocked. No, I want to cancel that area target. Let's try to get the sharpshooter closer and see if we can't start taking out the enemy. So I'm going to go to the scattered trees. Sort of forces me to change up my strategy just a little bit. Let's see how our men deal with the Germans over here on this fight. Here we go, guys. Some old school combat mission. A meeting of devils. Looks like our boys just noticed him at the same time. Engage. Oh, man. They definitely got the initiative there. I hope that the lieutenant here is going to grab him, and I hope the sharpshooter gets a good shot, but there seem to be quite a few Germans. So getting to this location, probably a good idea. Look at this. We've got enemy light armor potentially here. We might have to engage them. I hope we actually have some weapons capable of doing that. We do have quite a few grenades. That's going to have to help here, man. Otherwise, we are shit out of luck. There's no other way to put it. We're also leaving Sergeant Walker behind here, and I think they also took out our sniper. He's still there, incredibly. Corporal Vasey is still alive. These men have to keep on moving. At least they're getting to the building quickly. We can return fire, but these Germans absolutely got the initiative here. Get in there, boys. Come on. All right, nice. That second group did get up. I've sworn we didn't forget them, so that makes me feel a little better. We're also almost at the building. Let's just see how our boys do out here, guys. Hopefully we get into that building quickly and we start returning fire and really start making a difference here. Come on, boys.
Come on, lads.
This truly is a bridge too far. Maybe that's what we're going to call the battle, a bridge too far. I think Corporal O'Neill, the 2-inch mortar, should have probably had him push back a little bit. Just hoping that our boys get into position before the Germans arrive. There we go. Look at that. We've got the vehicle right there. In fact, a German vehicle right next to us, a truck. Our men are going to have to start opening up on that pretty soon. And a Puma. My God, boys. This is going to be a hell of an engagement. Let's see if our boys can do work some miracles here. I certainly hope so. Whew. Puma's going to be hell on the platoon HQ. Now we've actually traded sides of the river. Initially, of course, we held this side, they held that side. Now it's traded. Just hoping that our boys can respond appropriately here. A grenade could do a lot of damage here to the enemy. I'm not saying it's going to be a miracle, but really we could do quite a lot of damage. Alright, reinforcements have arrived. That's what I'm talking about, and let's hope that we get some armor here. It looks like it's just going to be good old-fashioned infantry. Quite a few of them, though. Looks like they might have some engineer squads here. That's promising, for sure. Let's immediately advance. So I'm just going to order them to run to that heavy building. Order these guys over here. Or move right up the side over here on the right, trying to get into the brush as we move, of course. And I just hope the guys on the other side of the river know what they're doing. I think they're going to know to immediately turn and fire at the Jeep. We could also just target them like this. Let's do that. Let's make sure that they're targeting them appropriately. And the rest of these guys I'm going to keep right here on location. Open fire. That Jeep is already trying to get away. What will we do about the Puma? We've even got some actual German crew retreating, but that's from the truck. So we were able to get them out of the truck, but that's about it. Look at this. We've got the whole group moving forward here. The entire para group trying to get to this position quickly. And I think we only have safety in these buildings. Come on, boys. Somebody get a fight. Somebody get a good shot on you. Plenty of Germans advancing here. We want to start engaging them too. And I'm amazed our sharpshooter... No, he's been hit for sure. He's eliminated. I was going to say, I'm amazed he's still alive. But look at this. Just a great amount of Germans over here. A tremendous amount of Germans over here by Outpost 2 that have been taken down. Some of these guys are just taking cover, but a lot of them have been taken down by our men in that building. So that building is obviously important. We want to try and hold it. Let's continue to advance. Everybody is going for that area there. And what I'm going to do with the airborne squad... Let's grab them. I actually already like this approach. Just running towards that outpost. I want to try and get into the light building. And we've also got a flamethrower back here. Of course, I don't know how much use he can be... excuse me. Against the Puma. But as you can see, the reason I kept our men here, look at that. We've already got infantry approaching Outpost 1, one of the locations we have to hold. Let's keep it going, boys and girls. Maybe we can't take the Puma out, but we can certainly keep the enemy infantry from taking these outposts. Come on, come on. Gotta protect the platoon HQ. Open fire, boys. And maybe we just need to order an actual assault here. Order our men to charge at the Puma. Looks like the German infantry is taking off, which is good for us, especially since they see Sergeant Riggs approaching with the 2nd Airborne Squad. I don't think they want to tackle with us, but we got a whole bunch of Germans approaching over here on this side. You can see our men in the building are returning fire, but we have a lot of Germans attacking this position. This Puma is taking up a lot of our time. There's not really much movement we can do on this side with that damn thing looking at us. Now, he is buttoned, which is amazing. He's actually buttoned due to the fire. So perhaps we can move some reinforcing infantry across the river here. They're doing a great job. Some additional reinforcements have arrived. And what I think I'd like to do is go ahead, order the Sergeant Hunter unit to move into the heavy building. After all, it's better to be in cover than to not have any cover at all. But I am curious to see what we're getting in terms of reinforcements. Is it just going to be additional infantry units? I fear it is. Still, it's nice to get some infantry units in here. And what is this? A Vickers machine gun. A flamethrower. Tremendous amount of German infantry surrounding them. Alright, well, you know what's going to happen here. At least that's going to be entertaining to watch. We're also going to run towards the enemy because we will have to engage them with these units right here. Corporal Ripley, etc. So I want to go ahead. Halt. Halt. Hopefully these guys can get some pretty quick shots on the enemy because they are all around us. Burn them out, boys. Burn them out. course, a bad position for the machine gunner to spawn in, and they did hit our flamethrower. That was quite quick. I mean, what could we do after all? Alright, watch those Germans, men. Watch those Germans. That's why we've got these boys here at the building. And right now we are holding both positions. I love that we got the Puma buttoned up here. We may have even damaged him. He has not moved 1 inch. Get him, boys. Get him. Really aggressive enemy there. That is not common in this game. The enemy was ultra aggressive. I guess they didn't think we had anybody in here. And we've got some additional enemy approaching from this side as well. So far, we're doing a great job at holding back these infantry squads, though. But we need armor if we want to hold on to this area until morning. Great shooting, boys. Look at that. Infantry squad taking some nasty hits, of course. And it looks like our men just arrived. Unfortunately, not in time. They couldn't save the gunner, Corporal Quimby or Corporal Ripley. But I think this arriving infantry unit is going to be able to wipe out any of the Germans there. We still got, of course, infantry units in here. I think the only thing I'm going to do is grab Sergeant Riggs and move him into the building. I'm going to fight for this area like our lives depended on it, because they do. Very much so, as a matter of fact. Not even sure we can still hold on to this area. We might need to send reinforcements, but let's see how the boys handle it. In fact, I'll take Sergeant Lawton. He's one of the engineer squads, and I'm just going to rush over here across the bridge. Let's hope we can make it. Not too confident, Sergeant Lawton. Can't say I blame you, son. Now, wait a minute. We gotta back up. We gotta find out where their shots were coming from, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna be coming from here. Yep, look at that. It begins. Get him, boys. Get him. Not looking good for us. It's a shame these men can't attack as well. We could send them into the fight, but I think it's much wiser to keep them here and just hold the area. And look at that. It's a Fallschirmjäger squad. They've got their own airborne troops in this area, and these can be some of the rougher troops out there. They know exactly what they're doing. I'm not going to go to them. I'm going to let them come to us. Let's just stay put. In fact, I'm even going to try to bring back Lieutenant Curling from all the way out here. How you doing, boys? Looking all right. Okay, there we go. Got some more contact. And it's actually Captain England here. At distance, engaging the enemy. The Puma has also decided to get back up. Hopefully the engineer squad can get a satchel over there. Just a single satchel could blow this baby sky high. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait and see what happens here. And I also hear a plane overhead. I don't recall bringing in any sort of plane. So that might not be such a good thing, to be honest with you folks. Now, it just said reinforcements arrived. Now, another thing they could mean is we just got some actual air support. Oh, there we go. Never mind. We've got a 6-pounder AT gun. That's what I'm looking for. We're going to have a tremendous amount of enemies around us, too. First, I want to see if we can even spot that target. Sight blocked. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. So what I'm actually going to try to do... Let's just rotate this way. And in the meantime, we're going to grab the rest of our men and move towards the enemy over here at Outpost 2. So I'm pushing towards the enemy. I'm not going to stay here and fight the guys on the road. That's insanity. Let's just push forward. We've also got a machine gunner. We're going to leave him right there. He should begin engaging enemies on his own. And look at this, guys. Some additional units on this side as well, including some Jeeps. This is what I'm looking for, and I think these guys would be perfect for completely shutting down, locking down the Outpost 1 area. Let's get over there. Post haste. It begins. Look at this. We've got a hell of a fight on our hands. But it looks like our guys are on top of it. I don't want to lose that AT gun. That's the most important thing to me right now. Sergeant Sodin is moving forward with his airborne squadron. Let's wipe out the enemy. There we go. Got some close combat fights going on all around us, actually. This is combat mission, baby. There we go. Beautiful attack with the grenades. Can our men hold this area? I think it looks promising. Of course, we still need to take out that Puma. And look at that, guys. I'm going to see if it happened. Did it happen during this? It did happen during this turn. Let's see what our engineer squad did about that Puma. I told you guys about the Satchel Charge. Is that what they used? No. Just abandoned, guys, from all the shots it's taken. The Puma has been abandoned. And it looks like our engineers took out the crewmen, too. That is wonderful. Alright, so as you can see, Fallschirmjägers on the rim. That's definitely what I'm concerned about. We just want to consolidate here in this area, hold on, and wait to the very end. Let's take a look around that river to see if there's any action happening over there. There isn't, but I see some German contacts in this area, so they could try for another attack. I'm actually glad we sent our engineers there. And look at that! We've got our first prisoners, boys. A Fallschirmjäger squad. He's still got the machine gun belt around his shoulders. This guy knows what's up. Good decision, friend. Good decision indeed. We're keeping it going, boys. We are not stopping a single order. Come on. Come on. A lot of issues over here, but that's why we're bringing anybody in this area over here. The one thing I might do is actually turn this Vickers over towards where we've seen the enemy last. There could be more enemies pushing in from this area as well. We're getting big indicators over there, and look at that! The enemy all over the place with this infantry squad. Okay, I should have seen that. That was our first mistake right there. Absolutely lost that infantry squad. We still have the Jeeps. And these do have machine guns, so I'm actually thinking of getting them over right here and just returning fire on all the German infantry. This is how quickly we could lose the area. There are German infantry all over the damn place. Come on, boys. Look at that. They appeared behind us. You guys see why I sent the reinforcements over here to this building? I know for a fact that they could turn this around in a second. So here's what we're going to do, and we do have more reinforcements, which is always a good thing. But I'm going to fast move over here to open ground. I'm just going to keep my distance and let the machine guns do the talking. Let's see what sort of reinforcements we've coughed up. I don't see no reinforcements, but, okay. Could it be these boys? Yeah, look at that. Corporal McInnes. He's a sharpshooter. This could prove very, very useful against the Germans over here. So what I'm going to try to do, even though I wouldn't typically use this location as a defensible position because it's pretty far from the objective point, I'm actually going to try to get the guys in the building. And maybe from there we could launch our attack, flank attack on the Germans here. We'll see. We'll see if it works. Got a lot of our boys engaging enemy infantry over here already. Wouldn't change much, actually. We've got that machine gun focused in on some infantry, too. I will try to get Lieutenant Curling back over here, where the men are. And I'm also going to take Sergeant Riggs, and we're going to run out there and try to engage any enemies over here in the brush and the scattered trees, etc. In fact, I'll grab Sergeant Snowden and do the same thing. Just want to defend that AT gun, honestly, if I can. So that's the goal here. Go, baby. Defend it at all costs. Get your ass back here, Lieutenant. Don't want to lose you. We're firing armor-piercing shells at infantry. That's how desperate we are to knock this guy out. Get him, boys. Get him. I like how the prisoner kind of turns to face us. That's a little disconcerting. Keep your eyes on the ground, boy. Alright, the Jeeps are working out. We may have gotten them a bit too close. I'm going to back up. I just want to see that arrival, guys. But, this is definitely what we want to see. Essentially, those Jeeps engaging the enemy. Oh, please tell me they're going to get on the MG and we don't have to order them to. Oh, there we go. I'm seeing some gunfire. No, I think it's definitely firing. Yeah, definitely firing. It's just we're not getting a cool animation for it. It is an old school combat mission. Just to be sure, I'm gonna go ahead and actually, like, target him. Okay, okay. Line of sight blocked. Maybe we have a problem. Let's fast move. Now, see, that guy's dead. And the only thing shooting at him had to be the machine gun, and it is targeting that infantry squad. So let's keep things as they are. What I will do, though, is take our men by the rocket farm, and we're going to get over here and actually try to take cover behind the wall and engage the enemy. We've got a group over here as well, Kennedy's engineer squad. So far, we hold the outpost, man. I don't think there's much we have to do. Apparently, we just received some additional reinforcements. It may be that group right there. And a tremendous amount of men over here. Look at that. So, of course, now a bunch of Germans over here. We just got this squad that dropped in. It makes sense because these are paratroopers, and, of course, we are dropping paratroopers throughout the whole mission, so I'm immediately going to attack the enemy. Immediately go for the attack here and run right into them. Open fire, boys. Get them. Good work. Mop them up, mop them up. Oh, one of our officers is down. We got two of theirs. Come on, boys. Quite a few of our men taking cover. This is why it might just be best to stick over by the homes or by the houses. See, I was hoping we could just kind of rush into their lines.
Keep moving. Don't stop.
Oh my gosh, it's a massacre. It's a massacre. We did so well over here with the rush, but over here it simply isn't working out as well as we'd hoped. So I'm just going to keep Sergeant Brown. The rest of these guys, I'm just going to have them return fire at these assorted groups. What about over here? Let's see how our boys did approaching that wall. I'm hoping this is going to be a little more cinematic, as it were. Open fire. Alright, finally engaging that infantry squad. We've got many of them close by, though. Quite a few of them. It's going to be an interesting fight. I just want to kind of take a quick aerial view. Get our wits about us. I don't think there's much we want to change on that particular side. And as for over here, like, you know, I'd rather the enemy attack us. I probably will take this rifle squad and go ahead and return fire. Maybe target them. But even there, our sight is blocked. So we're going to fire at the enemy infantry squad. Their exposure is 26%, so they're in pretty good cover, actually. I don't think we're going to mess around with much else. Let's just keep going. As long as they don't break through the actual outpost, I think we'll be just fine. What just happened? We have to back up. We have to back up. When you hear an explosion like that in this game... Oh, they threw a... They think they threw a grenade. They threw a grenade right at our airborne squad, that Fallschirmjäger squad. And it looks like our boys over here did fare pretty well against that commander. I think we got him. Now, of course, engaging the enemy infantry over here. And it looks like they're running away, but they're running directly into the machine gun fire of our jeeps. Like I said, this area looks a lot more promising. The Germans really threw everything they had at us. It's like both of our paratroopers pretty much dropped in the exact same area. There we go. Nice, 2 grenades. Well done by Sergeant Riggs, man. This is a man that has been through hell and back. Another grenade thrown over here by Sergeant Soden's airborne squad. We're going to wipe out these Fallschirmjägers eventually. They are tough fighters, I'll give them that. Got him. We got him. Now all I'm slightly concerned about are the enemies over here, of course. Sort of the last push that the enemy could do, basically, is from here over here to this area, take that building, and then, of course, take the flag. But we've got a bunch of men in this building, and it looks like we did get good old Lieutenant Curling back. He seems to survive. just about any fight. It's quite suspicious. Lieutenant Curling. That being said, we will continue here. We still got the guys by the stone wall. They are shaken, though, and taking cover. I don't think we're going to do any more brave pushes with our men, and our jeeps are in a fine location, already getting quite a lot of kills. I will, however, just fast move forward a little bit. It's probably going to be my undoing, but let's see what happens. Oh, boy. As long as the infantry squad goes away from us, I don't mind. I'm not going to engage them. Stay away from our bridge. Looks like those infantry, the enemy infantry, may be getting ready to storm this building. I'm actually thinking of bringing that engineer squad back, putting them in the building, and we'll have quite a few men prepared to repel any sort of actual assault. The real important location to hold is going to be right there. I hear armor. And it's not my jeep. In fact, the jeep is knocked out. I told you that would be my undoing. Let's hope that that's not German armor approaching. Oh, it is. We've got a tank, my friends. We've got a tank. Of course it would come down to this, right? Where's that AT gun? I don't think we can use the AT gun. It's been long. No, wait a minute. Okay, guys. We better do this properly. Gonna rotate. So just rotating this way. Gonna make sure to have this guy target the infantry squad. It looks like the site is blocked. So I'm actually going to try and move a little forward with him. Maybe we can get a better view even from here. And the sharpshooter as well. I'd like him to target that enemy infantry unit. Since they're 73% exposed, we should do pretty damn well against them. We're also immediately retreating back to the heavy building. That AT gun is our only chance. Come on, boys. Don't fail us now. Gun is turning, but with only one guy there behind it, I don't know how effective it's going to be. And that tank is getting very close. This really is like the final scene of a movie where the British lose, so gotta see how this works. Come on, that AT gun is right on target. Get him! Get him, for God's sake. So our men are crossing at the absolute worst time, and that AT gun did not engage the tank at all. Maybe we could still get off a Satchel Charge or something like that. Let's see. Target. Oh, sight blocked. You gotta be kidding me, man. We're gonna have to move him. The only chance we have. We are gonna have to move him. So as for the rest of these guys, there's no reason keeping them out here to get killed. I'm immediately gonna run back to the outpost. Now, some of our engineer squad, like this one, they have satchel charges, and if they can run over here and actually target the enemy, they might be able to destroy this thing, so get close to that enemy Panzerkampfwagen. I think these guys are already targeting it. Let's see what happens. Really comes down to the last few minutes of the fight to determine who the victors are going to be. Oh boy. Grenade? This doesn't usually work, but you never know. Come on, engineers. Every single guy is going to expel their grenades, and that will at least pin the enemy. I don't know if it's going to be enough to hold them off, but we'll have to wait and see, guys. There we go, Satchel Charge. That was definitely two satchels. Oh my goodness. Now, it was not a kill, but 2 satchels, man. We have plenty of ordnance for this thing. Oh my goodness. Get away, guys. I think we may have knocked it out. I don't know, guys. I honestly don't know. I've never seen something so crazy. Pretty cool, though, at the same time. we may have knocked it out. As you can see, we've got to be careful because now we've got that enemy infantry approaching. I knew this was going to happen eventually, that they would get close. Let's just see what happens at this point. Might be able to burn them out. I'm not sure what our guys are going for here. That's right, keep them away from the bridge, boys. Might have to even bring our engineers back over here. Who knows? Maybe the 6-pounder AT gun will get his shot. Still going to take a while to get him into position, guys, but we need to capture this location. Come on. Even the engineer squad isn't safe. At least that area is not being fought over. But I want to get that AT gun into a position that I can actually kill this bastard. We've even got the machine gun aimed at the enemy, the Vickers, just in case he tries to take the AT gun out. That's why I am just so desperate here. One good shot with it, and he's dead. There's no doubt about that. But as you can see, the line of sight is blocked. So I'm just hoping that we can get into a position to actually spot this guy. Still not away from that rough territory. And what I'm going to do here, it is going to risk the lives of many men, but that seems to be par for the course here, and we're going to rush immediately that flag. So as long as we're on it and hold the position, nothing else matters. I'll also try to rush over the engineer squad, but I'm not sure how much difference they can make right now, guys. 17 of 18. We're just hoping for the absolute best. We've stayed on this bridge this entire time. We've fought off hordes of Germans, but it may come down to this damn tank. The enemy is pushing in. We knew they would. At least they waited to the end like good sports. It's almost over, boys. Keep your heads down. Don't leave. Don't leave the position. We're getting some of our men to leave this area. That's the last thing we want. And we don't have the thing buttoned at all anymore. We've got to get some fire on it. Oh boy. Okay, that's gotta be it. It's gonna be our last chance, I think, to take a shot at him. And again, we are just we're way out of range. So we'll just keep on waiting. This might be the last turn right here. Sometimes it does go over the allotted turns if there's confusion over if it's a draw or a loss. But hopefully it doesn't get to that point here. I hope that we still get a victory with that location. I'm not sure. I'm really not. I think it would be absolutely certain that we get the victory if we take this thing out this turn. Come on, engineers. I know you got satchels. I know you got satchels. Come on, engineers. And they immediately broke. It's hard to beat a tank, I will say that, especially when you have no anti-tank guns, etc. Or no anti-tank guns on location. Looks like he's just now turning towards the tank, but it's a bit too late for that. As long as it's not in the enemy's hands, I guess it won't be a total loss. Or will it be? Let's see. And an allied minor victory. Wow, we still got a minor victory. I'll take it, guys. So we see the casualties there, 56 killed in action on our side, 191 casualties, 61 killed in action on... Sorry, switch that around. 61 killed in action on our side, 199 casualties. and we at least knocked out 3 enemy vehicles. But yeah, just an Allied minor victory. We did hold the bridge on one side. On the other side, it was still being contested. Well, at least we came through with a win. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoy these, like, old-school, classic, close combat games, please make sure to support us by liking, commenting, and subscribing. You could see what, commenting these videos all day does to my voice. So seriously, like, if you want to actually help me out, follow me on twitch.tv/AgrippaMaxenius. Just follow me. You don't have to pay a damn thing. But I'm starting to do a lot more live stuff there, and really lets me get out of my comfort zone, and it's just fun. So I hope to see you there as well, guys, and we'll also do some more classic combat mission. Thank you so much. Take care.